This is Tim Pangburn. This is the Tim Pangburn Podcast, episode 7. It's January 3rd, 2018. Brand new year. Brand new year full of brand new things. And I'm sure many of you had made resolutions about shit you're going to do in 2018. And how many of those are the gym? Because that's not mine right now. Because that's not my focus. And it's also, I don't make New Year's resolutions. Why don't I make New Year's resolutions? Because it's an arbitrary date. Why the fuck are you going to wait for the year to turn over to get started on the shit you should be doing anyway? I guess we can have mile marker goals. And I tend to block things out in months and years. Usually years. So yes, I have 2018 goals. But I got started on my 2018 goals a couple months ago. Why? Because that's when I came up with them. When I got the idea. I didn't say, well, I have this idea, but I'm going to wait until January 1st to get started on it, because that's fucking stupid. Don't wait for this arbitrary date that other people have selected for you to get started on the things you want to do. That's ridiculous. Get started on the things you want to do as soon as you have that idea and you know what it is you're trying to do. And I started my goals a couple months ago, and because a lot of my goals for 2018 are art oriented, I figured I might as well get a jump start and start getting this artwork done. I have a lot of publication and merchandising shit that I'm trying to do in 2018. So I'm doing it. I'm doing it already. I didn't wait. You know, and some things that people are, I'm going to eat better, and I'm going to work out, and yeah, I'm going to do those things, but I didn't pick January 1st to start. Why? Because it's a shitty time for me to start. I got other things going on that are more pressing than food prep. And I know it's like, oh, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that because I know how important my health is, but, you know, the stress of starting a major life change while I'm going through a bunch of other changes is not what I need right now. So no, I don't make those, you know, ridiculous New Year's resolutions that everybody else makes and says, this is what I'm going to do, and then they fall off in a month. Because they try to beat themselves over the head with it for a couple weeks, and then they just fall off. Like, hey, go to the gym today. I bet there's 200 people there. And then go March 1st, and I bet there's 20. Because that's how people are. You use these arbitrary dates to set your goals and to start projects. Use these arbitrary dates. That's exactly what the entire thing becomes. Arbitrary. It stops serving any real purpose. You've kind of marked it for death by giving it this ridiculous start date that has no bearing on anything other than that's when people do it. Yeah, I give myself start dates. It's usually tomorrow or today. When I give myself any other start date for a project than tomorrow or today, it never gets done. And if I say tomorrow, lots of times that doesn't get done either. What am I saying? I'm saying as soon as you have that solid idea, start now. Start now. I mean, yeah, okay, it's after New Year, so I guess it is, you could call it a resolution. But do it throughout the fucking year. If you think of something in November, don't say, oh, I'll start after New Year's. I bet you a lot of you guys said a lot of things in November that you were going to do, and now that January's here, you're not doing any of them. Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. You don't like that guy. You don't like the guy you're being. Be honest with yourself about it. Be honest that you don't like procrastinating, and be honest that you don't like not getting shit done, because we all like to get shit done. Getting things done makes you feel better. It just does. Like if I pay a parking ticket, I feel better. Doesn't matter what it is. You get it done as soon as you possibly can. You do things in a timely fashion. I'm saying this as much for me as I am for you. Because I say things all the time and I put them off. I procrastinate. I've been a king of procrastination most of my life. I've gotten a lot better over the last few years. I've especially gotten better in sobriety. It's done a lot for me. But I still need to hear this shit from myself. You know, I go back and watch these videos not to double check and make sure I look okay or make sure I sound okay. I go back and watch these videos because I need to hear what I'm saying. because I need to hear it for myself. Because it's the shit I do. I procrastinate. I put things off. I set arbitrary dates. But you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. If it's important, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it regardless of whatever people say I should do it. Whenever it's the cool thing. Whenever it's the time to do it. I'm just going to fucking do it. I'm going to get started on it. You know, a lot of people think, oh, you're pretty productive. Like, dude, I am nowhere near what I could be. Nowhere near. And I recognize it every time I'm doing anything. Anytime I'm like posting pictures or drawings or tattoos, or anytime I look at my business, or anytime I look at my ambition beyond where I'm at now, and I think, man, I could do so much more, and I'm not doing it. You got to look at yourself and know that you're capable of more than what you're getting done. You have to understand that. You have to see that and know it. Because you are capable of so much shit if you would just apply yourself. You're capable of a lot. Anytime you really, really bear down and focus, you will get so much accomplished. It's fucking crazy. I've done it in the past. I do it now sometimes. But if anything, don't make New Year's resolutions, and don't set it as this arbitrary time to start things. But today, right now, start what you want to do. You know your goals. Let's write them out. Write down your goals. Be clear, be concise. You know, don't plan the process. Don't necessarily plan the whole process. You can't plan the entire process. But you can take your goal, write down your main goal. If you write down your main goal, you can write the steps that need to be accomplished in order to reach that goal. And then you take those steps and you break those steps down into how they need to be accomplished. You want to make $1 million? I've never made $1 million. I'd love to make $1 million. I don't know when I will, because I haven't sat down and broken down those steps properly. But this is what you do. You write down how to make $1 million. You break down, if you're selling books, well, you sell 1 million books at $1, or you sell 500,000 books at $2, or 100,000 at $10. See what I'm saying? Like, you have to start breaking these things down into what is going to make it happen for you. And whatever that goal is, if you need a house, if you want to buy a house, say you need the down payment for your house, you calculate the down payment, you calculate the time frame, you do the math, you break it down. This is how you get things done. You break down the steps in order to get where you're at. If you need a down payment on a house and you're looking at $25,000 and you're like, man, that's a big number. How am I going to get that? You start breaking it down. And you start thinking about the fact that you spend $4 on a latte at Starbucks every single day, 5 days a week, 20 days a month. Spending $4 or $5 on a latte 5 days a week, that's $20. That's almost $100 a month. And that's just some bullshit. That's some bullshit money you're wasting. Sometimes it is about generating the money. Sometimes it's just about watching your behavior. Pay attention to your behavior. Me, I'm looking at my biggest goals this year involve publications, like producing art reference books. So how am I going to get the art necessary for art reference books? Well, I got to draw it. I got to paint it. I got to get my markers out and start doing all this shit. But how am I going to accomplish it? How many pages do I need? Well, I take how many pages I need, then I break that down into how many months there are, how many weeks, and how many days. And then I start going at it. That's what I do. I write it down. I write down how much I need to accomplish on given days. I allocate time. If I want to do a book that's going to be, let's say, 50 pages, 50 color pages, then I have to figure that if I need 50 pages, I have to do a page every 7 days. And then what I have to do is I have to say, okay, well, I need line work and coloring. How long do line work and coloring take me? If I want to do a 50-page full color 9x12 reference book of art I've done, then I have to be able to accomplish 50 pieces of art. That's one a week. That's not a lot. See, and that actually leaves me 2 weeks left over to be able to work on the cover and any text that you need. See, it's just all about breaking things down into steps and not just setting these, this is my idea, and then never fucking working for it. You don't just set an idea up here and not put the work in to actually achieve it and get to it. You have to break down the steps. And this is the thing. This is a new year. Okay? So we will go ahead and say, oh, it's a new year. Make that fucking change right now, though. And don't let up because it's a fucking New Year's resolution. Don't let up. Keep going with it. Keep going. Keep pushing. Are you getting distracted from your main goal? Is something getting thrown off? Has this life situation changed and you can't follow the same trajectory you initially decided to take? Well, then fucking reevaluate. That's what you got to do. You got to recalculate. Make sure that you're doing things the best possible way for you right now. I mean, just because it's the best possible way today doesn't mean it's going to be the best possible way tomorrow. You may have things change, and you have to be flexible. You have to be willing to change with your situations and with what's going on in your life, and sometimes I set a goal and it's a big goal, and then I say fuck it because I decide I don't want to do it anymore because I've taken more interest in something else. And that can be really bad because it leads me to having unfinished projects a lot of times. But it can also be good because sometimes it's led me to great things. You have to be flexible, you have to be willing to go with the flow, but you have to fucking do shit. You have to set a goal. You have to map your goal. It's important. This is important for your life. What are you trying to achieve? What do you really, really want? And that's the thing, is like you have to make sure this is something you actually want. Don't just do shit because you feel like you should, or do shit because you feel like it's going to make you popular or cool. I gave up trying to draw the kind of shit that people want to see because I just, you know what? That's not me. I can't follow the trend. I have to do what I want to do, what's in my heart, what I really feel, and what I have a passion for. I have to draw the way I draw. I have to tattoo the way I tattoo. It's important. It's important to be who you are and follow your dreams, your goals, and actually pursue them. Stop distracting yourself with bullshit. We all do it. We all distract ourselves with bullshit. I distract myself all the time. Like I said, I'm a chronic procrastinator, and I know it. But I am working to be better. And that is the most important thing about it, is are you working to be better? Are you trying to improve? That's what you have to do. You have to be trying. Like, you're not going to get there if you don't try. So what are you trying to achieve? What's your goal? What's your resolution? Pull it together. Pull it together and fucking go after it. Okay? The amount, people will overestimate what they can accomplish in a year and then underestimate what they can accomplish in 5. Think about that. Really, serious, think about that. Just don't stop. Don't give up. At least try. And when trying doesn't work, try harder. When trying harder doesn't work, recalculate. Because I don't care what the fuck your goal is, you can achieve it if you figure out how to get there. And it's all you gotta do is figure it out and then do it. You gotta work for it. People want to quit before they get there. They want to quit before they get close. Shit. Quitters never win unless you quit smoking and quit doing drugs and drinking. Then you're fucking winning. I'm winning now. At least I like to think I'm winning. I mean, I'm not doing bad. I know I'm a couple days late with this. I should have done this before New Year's. Kind of try to kickstart some people before the resolution started. But, I got my own shit I'm handling. And, being a one-man show, it's kind of hard. But, I'm going to keep doing it. Keep trying. Keep trying to help people out as much as I can. So I'm going to keep putting this information out. And I hope that it does something for you. I hope that it helps you in some way. To go after the things you want, to have the courage to pursue your dreams. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're looking for me, I'm easy to find. TimPangburn.com. You can email me, tim@timpangburn.com. Find me on Facebook, facebook.com/TimPangburnArt. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Medium, at Tim Pangburn. Very easy here. I make myself very easy to find. Thank you guys. I love you. Go out there. Actually fucking do it. You gotta have a good selection of coffee mugs. Just, yeah, you have to. You need the right mug for the right day, and this is a RoboCop shot a guy in the dick day.